Ugh, that show was so fucking lame. Jesus Christ. So it ends with Master Chief sitting there talking to the monitor, whose voice sounds like some soy cuck random motherfucker that they found at some university in California, instead of a fucking artificial intelligence that's however the fuck years old from Forerunner shit. I don't even know what the fuck that was. But he's like interviewing Master Chief for a job, and then he's talking about how McKee said that he was dangerous, and he said McKee's dangerous, and then he just puts his fucking helmet on, and it's broken, but it wasn't broken in the shot before, so did he like drop it on the way in really hard? Because like he finished his fight with the Arbiter, and there's a little crack on the right side of his visor, and then he puts his helmet on when the show ends, and he's staring at the camera with his stupid fucking eyeball and his stupid fucking third of a face, because we have to keep seeing fucking Pablo Schreiber. God forbid we see the Master Chief. God, this is the worst adaptation I've ever fucking seen. I'd rather watch Dragon Ball than that bullshit. It's so fucking lame. Jesus Christ. I'll pull my notes up here. This is ridiculous. We're gonna get more constructive in a minute, but fuck me, dude. That ending, holy shit. Well, it's finally fucking over. This show can't get another season. It can't. It doesn't. It shouldn't. This should not be you cannot fail upwards like this. Not only is this the worst adaptation I've ever seen, this show fucking sucks on its own rights. If I had never seen Halo, I would have no fucking clue what's going on right now. The dialogue sucks, the action sucks, the CGI is shit, the characters are confusing and muddled and stupid, and I don't like any of them. And the Flood were basically just zombies straight out of, oh, everybody liked The Last of Us, everybody thought that show was cool, so let's make the weird, creepy, fungal infection coming out of the mouth tendrils in the Halo show, because fuck making them look like the actual Flood. And instead of, you know, having a spore the size of like a human head burying itself in your chest, which could have made for some really fucking cool imagery, we're gonna have them go catatonic and stand there like a very inconsistent amount of time. Sometimes you could have, you know, a whole hallway with like 20 people in it and they're all not moving, but then another random person could go catatonic for about 10 seconds and then just start eating people. God, nothing in this show works. It doesn't deserve another season. You fucked up the Flood. You fucked up the Fall of Reach. You fucked up the introduction of the Halo ring. You fucked up Master Chief. You fucked up Miranda Keyes. I like Miranda Keyes a lot, and this Miranda Keyes is such a fucking downgrade. Probably one of the worst in the show. Oh, God. I'm so glad it's over. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to watch this show. I can't handle it. If it gets to season 3, I'm just going to have to opt out. I don't think I can do this. Fuck this show. Fuck you, Kiki, Wolf, bitch, whatever your name is. Fuck you, David Weiner. Fuck you, Pablo Schreiber. And then the last thing it did, the last subtitle that popped up on screen was Halo 3 Crescendos. Fuck you guys. You're shitting on the shoulders of giants, and you're trying to pretend that, like, you guys are Halo now. I even saw Mega Roblox had action figures with Pablo's stupid fucking face, no helmet on, of course, in some Spartan armor, and Soren and an Elite and a Banshee. And you guys want to be like, we're Halo now. Look at us. Look how cool we are. Like, bro, they started this whole season going, yeah, give the show a try. It's going to be great. We listened to the fan feedback, and there's so many lines and so many scenes where the meta just creeps in, where they're just like, hey, Halo fans, fuck you. You know, I just finished Halo Wars yesterday. I've never played that game before. I'd never played Halo Wars campaign. I just kind of dicked around with like 2v2 on heroic and legendary and stuff just to try around, or just to fuck around with it. Well, I finished the campaign. The story was pretty hilariously bad, but it was a fun game, and it ends with a little note from the creators of that game saying, we want to thank the fans, because without their support, this wouldn't have been possible. Well, Paramount, showrunners for Halo, you should have the same fucking attitude, because it's the people like me and everybody out there who's bought hundreds of dollars of merch, probably if you add it up. I mean, if you bought every single Halo game and you kept up with the consoles. I bought every Xbox since Xbox One to Series X. I've bought every Halo game. Had to buy multiple versions of it because my house burned down when I was a kid. And then I bought some merch. I had some toys. I bought some more toys for my kids because I wanted them to experience it. Don't worry, they haven't fucking touched anything 343. All OG Halo shit. Bought some t-shirts. It's people like me, all the other fans out there, the fucking millions of us that have been doing this. We're all in our 30s now. People have been playing this game since it came out. We're the reason this show is possible. We're the reason Halo is even relevant. 343 sinking that ship. The people that are playing right now, they'll accept anything. They don't care about quality. But the OG Halo people, the people that read the books, yeah, oh yeah, bought the books. That's more shit that we bought for you guys. You should have the mentality, thank you fans for making this possible, but you spit in the faces of the people that have even made this possible. This show should have never been made. This should have never happened. Not only are you guys spiteful, you're talentless hacks. Like, I didn't see a single good writing thing at all in this. The dialogue was shit. I could write better dialogue, and I'm not a writer. Your plot made no fucking sense. You have no good characters. And you had a template. You had a perfect template. You had all the Bungie Halo games. You could have just fucking adapted them. Made the changes where you needed them so that it would fit the medium. Threw that shit on screen. I'd have been like, oh my god, I can't wait to show my wife this, because she's not a gamer. But you would have got word of mouth. You guys would be making so much money if you just did it faithfully. Why are you allergic to making money? I probably would have watched season 1 3 times by now if it covered, I don't know, the Harvest book, or Halo 1 Combat Evolved, or Halo Reach, the video game, or the book. Like, literally anything from the lore, if you just adapted it faithfully. Your viewership would have been insane. There is a massive built-in audience that are all grown men and women. We all have jobs now. We have kids. We don't have a whole bunch of time to play these games, but we have the memories. We also have the kids that we want to show the things that we loved as children. I wish I could show my daughter this show when she's a little older because of the rating and blood, but it's a little different with a video game. I'm playing the games with her now, 1, 2, 3, Reach, ODST, and she wants to play them on repeat. It's awesome. She's got a little plasma pistol toy. She's got a little Spartan costume. She thinks she's Cat from Reach sometimes. It's fucking awesome. I will never show her this show, but that was a repeat viewing right there. I could have watched it once, and then I could have watched it a second time when I showed my kid. And if I wanted to review it positively, I probably would have watched it another 2 times so I could make sure I'm explaining why it's so good. Here's why this line of dialogue works. Instead, I'm shitting all over it because you guys can't write for shit. You took something that was great, threw out everything that made it interesting so that you could do your own shitty thing, and this is what you get. Dude, and the Arbiter was such a cool fucking character in Halo 2. God, when I was a kid and Halo 2 launched, I came into Combat Evolved a little late. All I had was the 64. My showed me the Xbox, and the first Xbox game I ever played was Halo Combat Evolved. And that changed my life forever. I was like, this is fucking awesome. I played the campaign an embarrassing amount of times because we didn't have Xbox Live back then. I started picking up books. I got really into it. Halo 2 came out, man. What's the equivalent? I feel like when Halo 2 launched, it was kind of like the pre-Xbox Live, pre-super internet savvy world endgame event. Like, Halo 2 flooded the streets. It was a video game blockbuster is what it was. And I started that game up, and you see the destruction of the Halo ring, and you're just like, my god, look at that. I did that. I fucking won. And then they introduce you to the Arbiter, who was one of the, I mean, he's my favorite. I'm gonna say it. Halo 2 Arbiter, peak. That's what the kids are saying nowadays. He is my favorite. They introduce you to this Fleet Master, Golden Elite, and you're like, I used to kill these things, but then all of a sudden he's speaking with so much gravitas, and he's talking about the destruction of the Halo, and you just immediately buy in. You're like, God, what happened to this guy? Oh, I'm the reason he's on trial right now. Oh, fuck. This war, it has another side to it. And then you find out that the elites have no idea that the entire concept of the Great Journey is a lie. They get betrayed. Thel gets blasted into a hole by Tartarus. God, the world building and the character work in Halo 2 is so good. And then you bring this dumb fuck of an Arbiter here who keeps rambling on about how he's brought shame upon his family, and he wants to commit seppuku. And he randomly walks in, takes his armor off, and just fucking gives himself the mark of shame. Don't know why. You just successfully sacked an entire planet, the second strongest Earth stronghold. I think you should be getting an attaboy from the prophets. But nah, he's just like, I've brought shame upon my house, and walks in and brands himself. Fuck it, if you don't know what Halo is, you have no idea what he just did. That was called the mark of shame. Don't know why he gave it to himself. And then he flip-flops. He's like, we need to go back to the Covenant and talk to the prophets and tell them I fucked up. And then McKee's like, nah, we have to go do this other thing. And he's like, all right, I have a Sangheili hard-on for you now. Let's go. And then he goes there, and she keeps talking about Halo being a chance at peace. She doesn't say anything to Chief when he shows up. He's like, you and me, bro, we're gonna duke it out. And the Arbiter is like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then he dies. I have no fucking clue what this guy wanted. I have no idea who he was. I don't even know his fucking name. It was piss. How do you go from the aliens that we got? We had the main ones being obviously the prophets and stuff, but you had the Arbiter, you had the Shipmaster Artas, and you had Tartarus. And you had all these really, really well fleshed out aliens from the Covenant, and you really dove into their perspective and what's going on. And then you give us this, and then you have Master Chief just beat his face in on the ground. This can't get another season. It absolutely cannot. So fucking lame. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Your parents should be ashamed. Not because you wrote a bad show, but because of your whole mentality towards this thing. Yeah, I'm happy that's over. Okay, I got my rage out. So I'm gonna go back to my responsibilities, you know, being a dad, work, all that stuff. I'm gonna go to bed now so that I can wake up early and go get my paycheck, pay for my food, bring home the bacon. Paramount Plus, all the showrunners, everybody involved in the creative process at Halo. I don't know if that includes actors. Definitely not the actors and the CGI people, but producers, writers, showrunners, the people in charge. I want to kindly say from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. I think I'm just going to put this up with really, really shitty editing. We're just going to call it a rage. I will absolutely be getting back to a proper breakdown of this thing because I know I didn't cover anything. I know I didn't cover everything, rather. Not even close. Just, the show ended. I didn't even want to watch it. I did. You can thank my wife for this one. I told her I can't do this anymore. This show sucks. I love Halo. They ruined my favorite franchise. And she said, you made a commitment, get over there and finish this shit. And I said, okay. The show ended, and I felt like I felt like ranting a little bit. Yeah. So expect a proper season finale breakdown in the near future. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Again, right on. Yeah, that's all.